Call. Well, it would only happen on a Members' Day. Call on Members' Order of the Day number 3.
Depleted Uranium Prohibition Bill, first reading.
I move that the depleted uranium...
Phil Twyford.
Sorry, Mr Speaker. Thank you, Mr Speaker. I move that the Depleted Uranium Prohibition Bill be now read a first time. I nominate the Foreign Affairs, Trade and Defence Committee to consider the bill.
You can't say you can spell it on our breath. We've heard it before.
Yep, just the member has the floor.
Mr Speaker, I rise to speak on the Depleted Uranium Prohibition Bill. This bill would ban the possession, use, sale, manufacture, testing and transit of uranium weapons within New Zealand and by agents of the New Zealand Government. Depleted uranium has been described as the Agent Orange of the 21st century. There is growing international concern about the health risks it poses to combatants, civilians and the environment. And I want to make it clear from the outset that definitive scientific studies conclusively demonstrating the health impacts of depleted uranium weapons have not been done. Nevertheless, this bill, sir, takes the precautionary approach because we believe there is sufficient concern and sufficient evidence that uranium weapons do pose an unacceptable risk. Belgium and Costa Rica have in recent years legislated to ban depleted uranium weapons, and for New Zealand to adopt a similar ban would add our voice to a growing international movement, just as we did with nuclear weapons, landmines and cluster munitions. Let me explain, sir, for a minute a little about depleted uranium weapons. Depleted uranium is the byproduct of the processing of uranium ore for use in nuclear reactors and in nuclear weapons. It's an extremely hard substance, and over the last 25 years, militaries have chosen to use depleted uranium weapons, sir, primarily as a armour-piercing munition. It's been used in a number of recent conflicts, both the First and Second Gulf Wars in the Balkans, and there is some dispute and argument about whether it's been used in Afghanistan in recent years. When the depleted uranium warhead, sir, impacts, it ignites at an extremely high temperature, and a radioactive and chemically toxic gas is released. And so this is what is primarily the thing that does the risks the damage to both combatants and civilians who are exposed, sir. About 1/3 of the 800,000 veterans, sir, United States veterans of the 1991 Gulf War, now claim disability benefits for mystery illnesses. And DU exposure has been put forward, sir, as one of the risk factors that is likely to be a factor in that syndrome. There has been a sharp increase in cancers and child deformities in Iraq after 1991 and 2003. And there's been
Sorry to interrupt the honourable member. The time has come for me to leave the chair for the dinner break. This debate is interrupted. I shall resume the chair at 7:30.